welcome to the weekly show of Classroom Without Walls. My name is I'm the host of this weekly live streaming show. You can also listen to our show on the traditional audio-only podcast. Just search Classroom Without Walls, a school for entrepreneurs. On this show, I interview leading social media digital marketers, entrepreneurs, and sometimes I do solo talk like today to share with you best practices in marketing, in business, in content creation, in copywriting, so that we can future-proof our business. And today, I was supposed to have Sean Kemp on the show, but unfortunately, he is sick. So he couldn't join us live, and I'm rescheduling him because he's really amazing, and he has generated 10 million plus revenues for his clients in the last 3 years. He's an amazing copywriter, and but we are going to reschedule him. So because originally, and oh wow, so good to see you, Matt. And because originally, and I was planning to have Sean on the show to talk about copywriting and how to write copies that actually convert into paying customers so we can grow our business. So I thought, Sean is now available and I can come here to talk about something about copywriting. And so that is what we're going to discuss today. So I'm going to share with you. So I probably will be going live for about 30 minutes, and I will be sharing with you and the importance of copywriting and how copywriting has really changed my own business. And also I'm going to paint you a before and after picture. So before, when I was creating copies for myself or creating content, I was creating everything on the fly. One day I felt like, oh my God, I need to talk about this. Another day I felt like I need to talk about that. There was no strategy. There was no research. There was nothing involved other than my own passion in the specific topic. So I'm going to share with you some formulas that work really well and something I learned from Neil Patel, who came to my show, and also like from my own study. And also from my own application of what I have studied that really works. So I'm going to share with you some formulas and some really amazing tools that you can check out to really help you find the best keyword. And also, I found this really amazing free PDF I'm going to share with everyone. So in that PDF, there were at least hundreds of eye-catching titles, and I took some notes. So I'm going to share some of those structures and formulas with you so you and we can work together. Literally today, I drafted at least 30 really good ideas for my social media content for my blog post. And one of my goals in 2021 is to really improve my own content creation, utilizing more tools to be better at understanding, applying SEO, keyword researching, writing better headlines. So all of this, and I'm really excited. This is something that I teach my own students at Classroom Without Walls, because guess what? They don't learn this from their schools, right? So I'm working with my students right now to teach them live streaming, and we're quickly talking about copywriting, writing blog articles. So really excited about this topic. And so thank you for being here with me. And I'm live on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Periscope, on Twitch. And so if you are live with me right now, and let me know in the comment section and where you are joining me live from. And I'm just going to send a quick note to everyone on different social media channels, and then we are going to get started, okay? And feel free to ask any questions that you have regarding copywriting. As I mentioned earlier, learning how to master copywriting made a huge difference in my own business. And so besides teaching my own students how to become a better copywriter, and quite a few of my own copies and gained like 50,000 views, like 20,000 views, and just on LinkedIn organically without any like ads or something. And I got clients right after, out of my post. So pretty powerful stuff. I'm really, really excited to share everything with you. And oh, thank you so much, Lisa, Lauren, and Matthew, everyone for being here. So let's get started. Okay, I promise you, I'm going to take you 30 minutes. You give me 30 minutes. I give you 3 hours good value and content to really help you improve your own copywriting. Hey, Liz, good to see you. And oh, so great to see everyone. And as I mentioned, some of you probably just joined. My guest of honor is sick, and so he is supposed to be talking about copywriting, and this is something that I also know a thing or two. So I was like, he can't really join me live, so I'm here to do this solo talk. But I promise you, I'm going to give you an equal amount of value, if not more. Okay. So first, let's talk about headline. Okay. The reason that headline is so important. Guess what? Here's the study. 80% of people online internet population. So 80% of people are only reading your headline. Okay. And only 20% are actually reading the actual content in the article. Okay. Hello, Jessica. So great to see everyone. And 20% of the population, people who are reading articles, are actually going to read the real content, the body of the content. So it is really, really important that you have an eye-catching title. And this happens to me all the time, where I have parents talk to me, and because they read an article, because the title is so good, I can tell they didn't really read the article, but the title was good enough to entice them to book a call with me, even though they didn't really read the real content. Okay. And hello, friends. So great to see everyone here. Oh, wow, Ukraine. Thank you for joining, Alina. And so this is, I'm going to share with you. So you probably want to take a screenshot and, or take out a piece of paper. This is really valuable. So earlier this year, I had a great honor to have Neil Patel on my show. If you don't know who is Neil Patel, I think you need to do some homework. So he and I, we talked about SEO. And one thing we discussed is how to write eye-catching headlines. So people will want to stop and read my article. And this is the formula that I learned from him, which I have been applying for many of my trainings and for many of my blog articles. It is really, really powerful. Are you ready to learn this formula? Okay. So this one, this formula has 4 components. Okay. So one component for this very effective headline is number, like 3, 7 reasons, 3 ways, or a trigger word. Okay. Plus an adjective. Plus a keyword, right? You want to, if this article, this training is about copywriting, I want to make sure to have copies there. Whatever is the keyword, and you want to make sure to have the keyword and the promise. Okay. So promise is something that people are missing a lot, right? So here is an example. How to sell a house. Okay, I don't know if you can, I hope you can see that. And so it's very, very simple. And a way that we can apply this formula to improve this headline is, for example, 3, we want to add a number, 3 ways, and add an adjective, to effortlessly sell a house, still that keyword, and what is the promise? In 30 days, right? 3 ways to sell a house effortlessly in 30 days. Wow, a lot better. So I'm going to show you why. Yes, Lauren, and yes, Neil Patel is amazing. So if you want to check out the interview, I can share the replay with you. But this is a formula I learned from him. Use a trigger word or number and plus an adjective plus a keyword and plus the promise. The promise part is what many content creators in my early stage when I was running my business that I was missing. So I'm going to show you and comparison and contrast why the second title is a lot better. So I'm going to share my screen. This is really powerful stuff, and I'm so excited that you are here learning this with me, and I promise you that this is going to make a big difference, okay? So before, when I was writing, okay, so let me stop this. So before, when I was writing headlines, I was just like, hey, how to cook, how to homeschool, how to start a business, whatever. I never use any headline analyzer to analyze the quality of my headline. Let me know in the live chat, in the chat box, do you actually use any tools to analyze the quality of your headline? And I never did that until recently, a few years ago. And oh my God, what a big difference I'm seeing in terms of click-through rate, the booking call rate, and makes a huge difference. Okay, so I'm about to share with you a few tools with you and free to really help you analyze your own headlines. And so you can be better at this, okay? So one thing I learned is, hold on, let me share my screen again. I'm going to remove myself. So this one, many of you probably don't know, or let me know in the comment section if you actually know this. It's called subjectline.com. So this year I was speaking at HubSpot, their inbound conference. So I learned this from one of the presenters, and his session I think was right before me. So I went to his session. This is really, really powerful, okay? So for example, what we had before is how to sell a house, right? So this will give you a score. So not bad, right? The score is 86. And you will see exactly why you are like, look, for example, I'm losing 14 points here because there's no sense of urgency, right? So, and they will actually give you advice, right? So let's improve using Neil Patel, his formula, right? So how about this? We use a number like 3. I already did this. 3 ways to sell your house, adjective, effortlessly, a promise in less than 24 hours. And we can see how this is performing. Bo, 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 right? Isn't this like exciting? And so right now our score is 100, right? So some really simple tricks, right? Using from how to sell a house, we're adding a few more long tail words, here, where's my title? I can't find my title, but here. It's really small. I don't know if you can see it, but what we change is 3 ways to sell your house effortlessly. We added an adjective, and we also offered a promise in less than 24 hours. And I got lots of points. So this is really amazing. I highly recommend, right? Lisa, yes, wow, right? So what a great difference this makes. When I first started, like when I discovered this and started to use this, I was like, oh my God, boy, I'm never going to create a piece of content without analyzing my own headline. And so you are so welcome. I'm glad everyone is enjoying this. So this is one is completely free, but of course, if you use their paid version, there are quite a few additional features, but the free one is pretty good. And they will tell you, right, like an ideal length. And so like first letter, I didn't really capitalize. And also you are including this magic word you. And so here's one. And this is another one that I really love. which is from CoSchedule. And you will see you get different scores, right? So we can use the same one. Like I'm in the education space. So how about how to homeschool? And so here is my score, right? Like 54. And you will know exactly, right? They will give you some explanation. You are using common words, uncommon, emotional trigger, and the power. And you play with this, so emotional triggering word is how to do something, or like I can easily, let's add an adjective here. So how to homeschool your child successfully. See how I'm applying Neil Patel, his formula, adding a promise. The promise here is successfully. And I'm also adding a sense kind of urgency. So right now the score is 54. We'll see like if I'm going to increase the score. Fingers crossed. I didn't do this. Oh, look, from 54, now we jumped to 72. It's pretty good. Try this, right? So simply because we added a promise, right? Oh, wow. Whoever is reading this article, I mean, who doesn't want to homeschool their children to become really successful, right? So you painted that picture. These articles, we are going to offer you some promise. And so again, there's the emotional word. And so I'm trying to add like some power. You can read this. So this is my second favorite. So you can alternate between look at different scores, and see like they will give you different scores even for the same title. So look through them. And so I hope you got this. This is from CoSchedule. And the one I did before is from Subject Line. And so there is actually another one, but I don't like it that much. I don't think there are quite a few if you search, and those two are my favorite. Okay, so let me stop this. Yes, Lori, I'm going to share. Oh, CoSchedule. Someone is using CoSchedule. Yes, I use CoSchedule. Definitely check out Subject Line. And they are also pretty good. And I like to go to a few different places so I can compare and contrast the scores. I don't only just trust one. I want to, make my own judgment. So I like to go to a few. And Lauren, yes, I'm going to, after this show, I'm going to send you the replay link you can listen to. I will also share my interview with Seth Godin with you and Neil Patel. I think you will enjoy both of them. Yeah. So this is pretty powerful, right? So I hope everyone is writing this. And so I'm going to erase this. I have more power tips to share with you. And so when you are writing copies, right, not only in terms of your headline, you want to make sure, of course, this is eye-catching and people want to watch you. And also throughout your article, and it's very important, even in your headline. So I actually discovered in English language, there are 5 most persuasive language, 5 most persuasive words, 5. Anyone wants to give this a try? Do you know what are those 5 super powerful? So you want to incorporate those 5 words in your email headline, in your subject headline, and in your article, blog article, videos. So those 5 are the magic words that persuade your audience, whoever is reading or listening, to open this article, to watch this video. So those are the 5 powerful words. Do you want to learn that? I'm going to share them with you. Yes. So 5 words, super powerful, okay? And I hope if you remember in my copy earlier, I said how to homeschool, right? And that got a score of 54 when I added how to homeschool your children, right? So the first magic word is YOU. And go home and test this. If when you are adding the word you or your in your title, your score will be a lot better. And so originally, for example, the title I have here, ideally, if I had more space, I will say how to help you write copies that actually convert. So you want to use you as much as possible, definitely in the title if you can, okay? So that's number one. Number two is pretty magical. Free, right? Everyone loves things that are free. And when I use MailChimp to do my email marketing, so I can tell. So if I have free training in my title, and the click rate is generally a lot higher, right? People like things that are free. So that's the second one. So the third one is because I was actually surprised to see this, but when you think about it, this actually makes lots of sense, right? It's an emotional trigger, right? Can I talk to you right now? Or like I'm late because my kid has COVID, right? Or something. So it's emotional. You are explaining a reason, and the reason can evoke a person's emotion. So because it's another very persuasive word if you're reasoning after the word because it's good enough, okay? And another one, I hope I got it right. Instantaneously or instant, right? When things are happening so fast, we are in like, you know, what they say, human being, our attention span is shorter than a goldfish, right? So goldfish is like 8 seconds. We are 6 seconds, right? So, but if you are adding things that can give people like instant pleasure, and people are more likely to click on this article, watch this video. So some of the words that used really well, instantaneously or instant or immediately, right? And those words will always help the people click on my article and read my whatever I have to say, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one is new. And so if you say new training and new release, so people love, like, this is our brain science. We love things that are actually new. And new episode, you know, iPhone, a new model, a new release. So if you can add the word new into your copy, can make your copy also a lot more effective, okay? So remember those 5 magic words is based on solid research. I have the research article. Any one of you, if you are interested in reading the research article, I can share the research article with you. Just leave in the comment research article. So I'm going to share the article that talks about kind of decoded why those 5 words are most persuasive. Okay. And so here is another I hope this is good. I hope everyone is enjoying this. And so super powerful. Yes. Hi, my friend. And so far we discussed a really powerful formula for you to write headlines that people will click, right? We showed you a few really powerful tools. And now I'm going to really help you to generate some examples. So if you are watching this live with me right now, I want you to take out a piece of paper if you still have papers in the home, and take out a pencil, a piece of paper. We are going to do some brainstorming exercise. And this is what I did this week, last week, and I'm telling you, I'm developing a bank of content ideas, and I feel really, really proud of myself. I used the headline analyzer that I showed you earlier to look at some of the scores of the headlines that I generated. Pretty awesome, pretty amazing, okay? Yeah, so I'm going to share the research article. So here, first, and here, this is something really, really powerful, okay? And so I did the research. I'm saving you time, so you just come here and learn with me, which is pretty good. So here is, and let me know if you want the link. I can also share the link with you. So there's like a really powerful PDF that I actually, hold on. So really here. So copy blogger, okay? So let me know if you are interested in getting a copy of this PDF, 60 pages, my friend, okay? It's free, so I can just share the link with you. This is from Copy Blogger. So in this PDF, they literally give you like so many templates that you can use to write effective headlines. Okay, some of them kind of follow what I shared earlier, the structure, adjective, trigger, promise, but here they give you a lot more examples like how to. And so I'm going to show you a few that I really love, and like we're going to do some exercise together. Okay, but I went through this is kind of my Bible. I printed them out, I use them, I look at them every day, all the examples here, right? Do you read? Look how they all use numbers, 10 ways, and offer promise. So if you are interested in getting a copy of this, please also leave a comment like, pro blogger article. So I will send them to you. Quite a few resources. So copywriter, copy blogger article. So if you leave a comment, copy blogger article, so I will know exactly what to send it to you, because I want you to write better copies so more people will chat with you. You can make more money. And this, as I mentioned earlier, and just like, I can't say that I have mastered this, but just understanding this, learning this, and applying this to my own business has like 10 times my business, like so much, not even exaggerating, right? At least I'm producing content that people are actually resonating. Okay, so in that ebook, they give you hundreds of examples. Of course, we don't have time to go through all of them. I hope to finish this training in like 5 minutes. Doesn't seem to happen, but I do want to show you a few and show you how I have been like using those examples. And quickly, I forgot this. So before I show you some examples, here is actually another very powerful study from BuzzSumo. So what they did is that they analyzed the headlines in the B2B space. I feel like can be applied to B2C as well. So like in terms of based on the headline, like how many times people are actually sharing those articles. So let me make this. I don't know if you can see, if I can make this bigger. Hold on, let me see if I can make this be bigger. No, I can't really make this bigger, but you can see. So here are here is better. So the top 2 word phrases starting B2B headlines. So those are the articles like that start with how to, and those are the articles shared, almost 1,300 times on LinkedIn. Okay. And you like, this is such a great way for you to start your own like kind of content ideation, generating ideas, and how to homeschool, and make sure you also add an adjective and a promise, the X ways, top X, what is it? I just love this article. I frequently just use this to do like kind of mental exercises or write down ideas. The future, like I love this. I think I even wrote an article about this. The future of education, right? That is so good. Who doesn't want to know more about the future, right? And so here is another one. So this one is only the top 2 word phrase. So here is just a few more, right? The future of education, the future of content marketing, right? Extra 5 reasons parents need to supplement their children's education. The power of live streaming. So all those, 10 habits of successful live streamers, 10 habits of content creators, like on and on. You can really play with this. So if you are, again, my friend, I'm all about serving you and helping you and sharing with you what works in my own business. If that article you are interested in getting a copy, make sure to leave BuzzSumo article so I know what you want and I will give you the right link, because I don't want to flood your inbox. Okay. And yes, so hey, Sean, thank you for joining us. How to articles, list posts, they do really, really well. They do really, really well. But there are a lot more other different types of articles. So I don't have that much time, but I'm just going to share a few with you that I think really, really works really well. So here is one example. And it's good that I have different colors here, so I can color code this a little bit, right? Okay. So this is one, I don't know if you can see clearly. So what I have here is master this. So here, fill in the blank is something specifically that you want to teach to. This is a desired outcome, right? So what I have is master this live streaming process to nail every single live streaming interview. Okay, so master this live streaming process. I have my own live streaming process that I teach my clients. So master this, whatever you are teaching here, master this live streaming process to what is the desired outcome. So what I have here is to nail every single live interview or something like that, right? So this is what you teach here. This is a desired outcome. So this is a headline that I really, really love, and I will share that with you. And another thing, another example that works really, really well in my social media content and in my copies for myself and for my own students and my clients is this. Sorry. Who else wants, right? So let's say that I have quite a few lead magnets for my own business. So I can say, who else wants a copy of my free lead magnet? Who else wants a high-paying job? Who else wants to quit their job? It's such a great way to relate to your audience, to get their attention, and this works really well, right? I have at least 5 ideas here. So this is another, again, all of those ideas are from that pro blogger article, research, like PDF, 60 plus pages if you want, and let me know, I will send you the copy. But I'm here sharing a few ideas from that PDF that I just love, so easy to apply. So definitely give this a try. Who else wants a high-paying job? Who else wants to be location independent? Who else wants a copy of my ebook? Who else wants to have a 6-figure job, become a 6-figure consultant, right? It's such a great way to grab people's attention. And here's another one. I hope you are enjoying this, and let me know. Give me some hearts. And so here's another one. So the secret, I just love the word secret. It's a very powerful emotional trigger. When you say something, here's a secret, and I will be like, oh my God, what is the secret, right? I want to hear. It makes me feel special. I'm part of the inner circle, right? So I have the secret of successful parenting, the secret of successful homeschooling, the secret of successful live streaming, whatever. So you can do a list article, right? So top 5 secrets, secret 1, secret 2, secret 3, and 4 and 5. And so pretty powerful. I hope you are writing down ideas as you listen to me talk. And I do this, as a mental exercise. So I literally have pages of content ideas. And based on those titles, and just sometimes I talk about the same thing, but I use different titles to see which one converts better. So give this a try, and give this a try. Okay, here is another one, and then I'm going to move on to the next topic. Little known ways to do something, right? And so what I do at Classroom Without Walls is that we really work with our students and teenagers, high school, college age students to really help them understand social media, because social media has a very bad reputation. Parents hate it, teachers hate it. But my argument is that social media is not the root of the problem. The problem is that they don't know how to use social media, right? So I have like an article titled Little Known Ways to Use Social Media for Career Development. Little known ways to use social media for career development. And this article like really gets my ideal audience attention. And hey, Elia, and really gets my audience attention, right? And or like, give me some example that you want to use. Little known ways to save money, right? If you are in the financial sector, or little known ways to create content, right? So if you are a content creator, there are so many different things. And little known ways, I have another title, little known ways to use social media to land high paying jobs. Pretty powerful. I just love all the titles that I create. Do you want to hear more examples? Oh, you are amazing, my friend. Yes, thank you. Yeah, so do you want to hear more examples? And so let me share this. This one is also powerful. Again, when you are writing titles, you want to create that sense of urgency, right? Urgency in terms of people need to read this article now. Now to save this article, I read it like 10 days from today. But you have to ask for a call. You have to do a call to action to lead to action now, right? So what everybody ought to know about parenting. So what I have is like, what every parent ought to know about the broken education model. What every parent ought to know about raising successful children. What every content creator ought to know about SEO. What every content creator ought to know about content marketing in 2021. So here are so many great ideas. When you are using words like you have to know this, you must know this, you are creating that sense of urgency that people just want to click on this video, want to check out this article. It is just like really, really, really powerful, right? So this one is another one that I really love. And here's another one, very strong emotional trigger. So you want to trigger emotion like fear and FOMO, fear of missing out. So negative emotions trigger people a lot more than positive emotions. So here's another powerful one to show you. So if you don't do something now, you will hate. So hate is a very strong emotional trigger. You also create that sense of urgency. You will hate yourself later, right? So what I have is, because I'm all about the education model is broken, parents need to supplement outside the classroom. So what I say is that if you do not supplement your children's education now, you will hate yourself later, right? So every parent, I'm a mom, I'm a parent, and I was like, yes, definitely, right? I don't want to hate myself. I don't want to have any regret, especially coming to my children, right? So here, whatever is something that you ask people to do is that you zoom off genius, your expertise, whatever you want to teach your audience, right? And if you don't exercise now, right? So if you are in the fitness industry, if you don't exercise now, you will hate yourself later, right? Or if you don't eat healthy now, or if you don't take care of yourself, if you're in the self-care industry. So whatever industry you are in, you can probably find a reason for people to regret later, right? So use that emotional trigger, right? So here are just like a few examples. And every day I just take out my notebook and I actually write down ideas. So here's something, right? I don't really recommend that you do everything. I love computer, I love technology, but I don't write everything down on my computer. And the reason is when you are actually writing things down on a piece of paper, you are actually activating both sides of your brain, and you are likely to be more creative. You are likely to have better retention of the information than actually typing. So that is really important for me, that every day I have my notebook and I brainstorm like ideas that can benefit my audience, can also, rank high. So as I shared earlier, one of my goals for 2021 is to have some viral post. That's kind of my goal, to really have, not for the vanity metrics, but to really have my ideal audience to catch me, listen to me, and discover me, okay? So those are some really great examples, and I hope you are benefiting from this. And I'm going to quickly wrap this up. I'm surprised that I'm like talking so much. So we kind of talked a lot about, the most important 80%, right? So you want to make sure the headline is very good. People are actually going to, because of the headline, they are actually going to read the article or watch the video. So that is like 80% of your energy, but not to say the content of your article is not good, right? So if you have an amazing headline, but the content is crappy, that's really bad for you. And people are going to click back to this home search result page on Google. Is not helping you, right? Like the bounce back rate is too high. So it's also important that you have really good content. And this is where SEO and keyword researching comes into place. And so I personally use a few keyword researching tools. And so I'm going to share with you some of the tools that I use that I really love. So let me share my screen again. So one of them is Neil Patel. I don't know, and if you guys know this, he actually has his own SEO keyword research tool, which is called Uber Suggest. Okay, so with the free one, you can get lots of good information. But it's limited in terms of how many searches you can do and how much information you can gather. So you can definitely do the paid one. And I'm still using the free one, and I love it. It is serving me really well. So this is where you go, like Uber suggests, like say that I'm writing an article about education, and I can enter this keyword, and I just click on search. And so here I'm seeing an overview related to this keyword education. I can see search volume, so meaning like how many people are actually searching this. So SEO difficulty, this one is really, really important. I don't even look at all of those factors. I pretty much look at search volume, meaning that are there lots of people who are actually searching for this, interested in learning more about this? To me, that is very important. If you are creating content that nobody is interested in searching, I think you can just like stop doing that, wasting your time, right? So another one that I look at is SEO difficulty. So what this means is that how hard it is for you to rank against the top performing content, right? So typically you want to look at score that is about 40 to 50, kind of under 50. So if the keyword difficulty level is like, for example, right now is 65, I think it's kind of okay. But if the number is 90, and just you can give up, you are not going to rank that high, because especially if you are starting out a new content creator, you just cannot compete with some really large publications, right? So you can this will give you lots of information. And you can also see topics related to this, give you some really more content creation ideas. And so here is what I think is really useful. And you can see, look at the top 5 articles related to education. And then you can, if I were you, and this is what I do. So I actually go to each article. I look at what are they talking about, and can I produce a piece of content that is better than this top ranking article, right? So it's pretty powerful. So play with this, and they also give you lots of keyword ideas, right? Education, keyword ideas here are again like some top ranking articles, right? And you can see like how many shares they get, right? Wow, this article is like getting so many shares. So like that means people are really interested in this topic, right? And you can like just play with it. Look, I'm on their free version. I'm already getting like so much content. You can have like content ideas, all sorts of things. Like we were here, overview, content ideas. And here you are looking at all the articles that are shared so many times on like 9 million. That's, oh my God, this article must be amazing, right? And like you can, from this article, this can give you lots of insight in regard to like what you can talk about, what are some things that people are really interested in. So play with this. This is free. Uber suggest Neil Patel. And my personal favorite one is SEMrush. Okay, so SEMrush, I am using their paid version because I'm their affiliate. I'm really proud, and I love SEMrush a lot, working with them. But you can also use their free one. I use their free one for quite some time. You can get also lots of information, right? So what I did search here is so education problems in America. So that's where I am. So right now I'm in the US. So I did the search education problems. So again, you are looking at the search volume, how many people are searching this, the keyword difficulty, how hard it is. And so I typically look at, you can click on one specific keyword and you can go like look at this further. What are some of the questions people are asking about this? And this really helps me understand the things that people are really interested in learning more about. I also look at the top ranking articles related to this topic. And again, I go to their article and ask myself, can I produce a piece of content that is actually better than this piece of content? If the answer is yes, it means that I have a likelihood to be ranking high, right? Of course, you also have to look at the keyword difficulty level. This is pretty high. I probably will choose a like easier, or like easier word to have a lower keyword difficulty level, so I can more likely to rank. So maybe like education problems. Yeah, how about this? Education problems, to be more specific, among homeschoolers, right? So I'm making it a little bit more specific. Oh, it's like maybe it's too specific. But you can see these changes. You want to adjust the keywords difficulty level, make it a bit lower, can really help you. Okay, so I don't want to go too technical here. I don't want to lose you. But you can see this is kind of how I'm actually producing content. It's definitely not what I used to do, just like randomly, hey, I want to produce a piece of content. But now I treat this as an art and a science, very seriously. And I see how my content is performing better. Is like better content leads to more income, right? And it's closely related. And so I hope you are enjoying today's interview. And next week, we're going to go back to the live interview format. And if you love this video, please give this a share. And if you want to be a part of Classroom Without Walls, learn more about this, and feel free to message me. We work with middle, high school, and college-age students to future-proof them. And as always, this show is sponsored by my favorite third-party tool to go live, which is StreamYard. I just got their t-shirt, love it. And I got this mug, so super excited. And thank you so much to StreamYard for sponsoring Classroom Without Walls. And thank you so much, everyone. So by the way, if you are interested in checking out the StreamYard, I have a discount code. Just message me, I can share the code with you. I love StreamYard. Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me on this live stream. And I hope this is of value to you. I hope I give you some great tips that you can apply right away. And I hope to see you again next Wednesday or Thursday for some of you. Same time, same location. Next week, we have an amazing guest to come here and to talk about a topic related to social media marketing and business development. Thank you so much, everyone, and see you. Bye.